Hey, I am Dragonfly Jones, aka America is Musty.
I am the Jethro Jenkins, aka John.
I'm Gardy B, and this is the Jenkins Jonez YouTube channel. We've got fresh YouTube exclusives dropping every week. Like and subscribe so you make sure you get everything in your feed. Welcome to Jenkins Jonez on the Volume Podcast Network. It is Monday, April 1st, and we are talking NCAA basketball, baby. We're talking GOAT Watch for Wemby. We're talking about Beyonce's new album, and we'll be doing our Dookie Butts of the Week to get your week started off right here on the Jenkins Jonez Podcast, as always, hosted by Dragonfly Jones, a.k.a. Tyler.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Jethro Jenkins, a.k.a. John.
What's that, Bubbas?
Thanks for making some time for us on your special Sunday evening, my brother. We appreciate it. You know?
This is my night I get high. You feel me? So squeeze in podcasting. Squeeze work in. You feel
So I'll hang out with my friends for a little bit, and then it's time to do drugs.
Then we light that trio. You know, the burning bush. You feel me?
Burning bush.
The burning boy.
The burning bush.
The burning
the
bush.
pineal gland. And Moses split the Red Sea.
Look up that motherfucking Changi clip for all those people who are lost right now. Google Changi burning bush and watch for the YouTube clip that pops up.
Don't watch all of it, though, man. I feel like there's a limit. Then your brain starts being affected negatively. You know what I'm saying?
We're produced, as always, by the lovely and talented Jackson Saffon.
What's up?
All right, let's talk.
Hold up,
Final
man.
Four.
I feel like you try to sneak a motherfucking mic past us. Man.
Oh,
Nah,
Tyler!
you slide dog.
My nigga!
I told you would never get us again, bro.
Motherfucker.
I was trying to get you. I was
Was this the
actively
first
trying
time
to
you
get
actually was trying it?
This is the first time I was actually
You tried to
trying
April
to.
Fools us, man.
I was trying to do it
Oh,
for
you
April
got your head on the
Fools.
swivel, bro.
I thought the
Not
drug
on Tyler's
reference.
watch, brother.
I thought the weed reference was gonna knock you off your pivot, and it didn't work.
Oh, wow. You played me.
Damn.
I thought
Tyler's so locked in, bro.
Hey,
he's so locked in.
I got my eye on
Crazy.
jokesters like you.
All right, let's talk about women's. I guess I have to say it then.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
say
Gardy B, aka Mike.
Motherfucking
Mike.
No, dirty dog, you.
You really played me, dog.
I almost
That's
need
crazy.
I almost need to pause the record and go take a walk. I didn't think it's got past y'all 3 or 4 times and no one's ever called me on it. Fucking Tyler
But you've
stuck
never
me
tried
dead to
before,
rights.
right? This is the first time you tried, right? At least you tell us they're accidents. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually accidents. So, but yeah, Tyler got me dead to rights, bro. He turned the police siren on and everything. He said,
Hold on, brother.
I went UCLA's head coach on you with Angel Reese, like, police. This young lady is saying bad things to us. Come get her.
Let's start right there. Before we get into the big showdowns on Monday, we did have an LSU UCLA game, which was a tremendous game. So much craziness swirling around it, as we've been talking about on this pod. If you are a fan of women's basketball and want women's basketball to succeed, you need more bullshit in the game. That is what that's what moves units in the sports world. And there was a lot of bullshit around this game. From the quote-unquote hit piece about Kim Mulkey that turned out to not really be much of a hit piece, to a column in the LA Times that tried to do Catholics versus convicts in 2024, to the interactions between Angel Reese and the UCLA assistant coach after the game. A lot of storylines, and also right in the middle of that was a really, really good basketball game that, because it was a Saturday of a holiday weekend, I got to just lay in bed and watch the entire game. So it was absolutely phenomenal. What did you guys think of the game and of the hoopla surrounding it?
Oh yeah, it was an incredible game. I just like, I can't say it enough. The women's college basketball product, it is so good right now. They're in such a good spot, right? And you mentioned last episode, how much you were looking forward to this game because, of course, you got UCLA ties and you were probably pulling for UCLA. I think you were in the minority there, but I do understand your allegiance to UCLA and stuff. But I think all of us wanted this LSU. A lot of us wanted this LSU Iowa rematch, bro. And we get that on Monday night. Like, I'm going out with the homies on Monday night. We're hitting the bar and we're watching the game. You feel me? Like I cannot remember.
That might be the first
time
ever, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
You know
It's the first time we've ever done it for a women's game. And shit, it's been like 10 years since we did that for like college. Like, you that shit, 15 years. I had to go back to like UNC 2010 when they were on that shit or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to that matchup on Monday night.
What happened post game?
Angel Reese walked past UCLA's bench, talked some shit. UCLA assistant snitched on her to the ref. Like, come on, bro, grow up.
What did she say?
And they had to look back at each other in the handshake line and shit like that.
What did she say? I need to know this.
She was talking. I know.
Angel Reese told a player in the handshake line, "Watch your mouth," when she walked past her, and they just kept that shit moving. Yo, Angel Reese got heat for everybody, dog.
She gonna be her no matter where
Baltimore,
she at,
baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The brightest light, or if she playing in some podunk ass town. I love that shit, bro. But yeah, I want to know the exact words, bro.
She and Flage together are like, I mean, that's an electric current with an electric current of shit talk. I mean, it's like you could almost feel it coming off of after Flage hit that shot late in the game. They were walking back on the court. They were like looking around for people to talk shit to.
Like, please say something to me. So I can fire your ass up.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Tyler. Let's talk about Monday. LSU, Iowa. As you called it, the Race War 2, the Squeak Wool.
Race War 2, electric.
Where you at with that, Mike? Where you at? Are we divided?
Damn,
what side
bro.
are you on? I mean, we saw where you were on the Super Bowl side of things. So
I know.
we have these questions now, bro.
I feel similar to the Super Bowl. It's like, y'all want me to ride for Kim Mulkey, though, bro? Like, I don't
right, bro. We fucking with the kids. We fucking with the kids, bro.
I fuck with the kids too, bro. But it's, in college basketball, look, I mean, I certainly Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark for like my personal preferences, but also Caitlin Clark is such a baller, and I love how much hatred and bullshit she inspires in people.
People really get mad at her.
I know, but it was the same thing.
She be talking her shit too, though.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? She be talking big shit.
Oh, I love basketball psychos, and we talked about this with the NBA. There's so much money in it. Like when she headbutted the ball in the first round game that they won by 40 points or something, but she was pissed off about something and she headbutted the ball. Like, I love that shit. That being said, no, I will be. I'll be keeping the peace here on the Jenkins and Jonez podcast and rooting for the LSU Tigers.
That's easier than that.
And Coach Susie Green from Curb Your Enthusiasm in her fucking absolute garbage fucking fits, just spraying bullshit on everybody every time she opens her mouth, bro. But yeah, so you mentioned you guys are going out. I think we're gonna see like so much insanity around this game. That's what I'm really excited for. I actually think it's going to be a great game too. Mm-hmm. But what do you think the hype is going to be like all day Monday? And then what do you expect to actually happen in the game?
I think that loss stings Caitlin Clark way too much. I think she's going to come out with a fucking fire in her. Like shit, me and my little cousin were talking about it. And, I was like, bro, I expect Caitlin to give him like a 40 burger. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to go down like that, and I do think that Iowa is going to advance to the Final Four, though.
Do you think Iowa's a better team?
I do.
I think Iowa's a better team this year.
I think Iowa's a better team.
I thought it was opposite last year. I thought LSU was a better team, and that better team won. Yeah. I think Iowa was a better team this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if the loss works to the other way though. I wonder if like her putting that pressure on her, like as a jump shooter, that means a lot. If you attacking the basket, it's different. I know she's a psycho, so it probably ain't gonna mean shit. She has the capability of dropping that 40 ball, but I just wonder if she puts too much pressure on herself. And I know she's gonna approach it like I'm gonna drop 40 on these motherfuckers today. You feel me? I wonder how that'll affect that jumper, but probably not that much. I think Iowa's gonna win, but I hate to see it. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't mind Caitlin winning it all.
I'm not mad at Caitlin. Yeah. I would hate to see it because I don't want to see Angel, take the L. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But Caitlin, I'm a, the white Black Alliance, fuck all that. She cold. I'm a Hooper fan. I'm a Hoop fan. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the way she play hoops, it leans to our side. You feel what I'm saying? She gonna make you feel her.
Bro,
you know
she
what
looked
I'm saying?
like Magic Johnson in their semifinal game. She was throwing insane transition passes.
She had like 14 assists or something crazy in that game. Yeah. She's different.
She's different. Big different.
There's no doubt she's different. I'm rooting for...
We'll take her in the racial draft.
I don't think that's you'd have to give up more than you're prepared to give up there, I'm guessing, brother. It's not a lot of There's not a lot of players.
She's one of one. She's 1-1 over there. You know what I mean? She's
like,
Otani. We gonna have to give up 700 of the M's if we go grab her. You feel me?
It is
I
like
feel
if
you,
you
I
were
feel
doing
you.
a baseball draft and you're trying to take Otani off the Japanese people. It's just like
Yeah.
you know, it might be like the fantasy draft where I would draft my homie and I'd be like, you can offer me whatever the fuck you want. That's my dog, bro.
Mike's like everyone but her. Everyone's on the table but Caitlin. And I get it. I respect it.
I'll be rooting for LSU like you guys said, but I also would not be mad at. I'm as invested in that game, as invested as I am in that game. I am equally as invested in USC and Juju
sure.
Watkins knocking off UConn. I know everyone loves Paige Buchers. Hey, bro, I've treated men's and women's sports equally in my job and my life for a long time, and I hate UConn. I hate UConn the way I hate the Duke men's basketball team. I don't fuck with them. I was a Pat Summitt, Tennessee, Candace Parker fan. Pat Summitt said, you know, why do Gino and I not speak? He knows why. That's what Pat Summitt said. And since she said that, I said, cool. He might be an Italian man, but I don't fuck with him. So I'm rooting for USC, but I'm also on top of that. We've talked a couple times about Juju Watkins on this podcast. I've mentioned I've been watching her play since she was a freshman in high school. Char's mom's husband, Carl Rideau, shout out to Carl Rideau, told me he worked with Juju's, I think it was her great-grandfather, is Ted Watkins. Ted Watkins has a park named after him in South Central because he founded the Watts Labor Community Action Committee and was like an early black labor organizer in Southern California, a really historic figure. Like, that's who she comes from. I would love to see her beat UConn, and I would love to see her beat Iowa. I don't give a fuck if she shot 30 times to get 30 points.
I don't give a fuck.
In this week, I don't give a fuck.
He's channeling Kobe, bro.
She can shoot
He's
it.
channeling Kobe and Devin Booker.
Fact. She can shoot it 50 times if she needs to shoot it 50 times. I think she's one of one. I've seen a lot of people saying that they don't think she'll be as good as Caitlin Clark. Look at her freshman year and compare her freshman year to any of these other people's freshman year, bro. She is fucking different. She's one of one. And I would love it if she arrives a little bit early and stamps her name all over this year, bro. That would be the fucking sweetest thing to me.
Yeah, Juju is I filled out a bracket for the no cap space pod. Shouts to them. And USC was who I picked to win it all, right? And I'm for sure going way more hard
to see that,
than mine there, right? I just want Juju to get on her Carmelo Anthony Davis, incredible freshman year type shit. But yeah, I'm for sure room for Juju here, and I do not fucking like Gino Auriemma either. So this is an easy one.
I mean, when I was living in Tennessee, like my first like real basketball team that I watched a lot, we would go watch the boys middle school basketball team. They would take us to watch the girls like the Vols games. You know what I'm saying? So I was watching that shit when Michelle Marciniak was running the PG. You feel me? Like,
Nice.
Fuck Gino Auriemma. You know what I mean? Flat out. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, Paige, I like Paige, and I feel bad for like what she's been through. Like she's had some serious fucking injuries, and I feel like she was one of the first ones to come in like, oh, like the women's game is different. You know what I mean? And what's really wild about that, I feel like it's just now beginning. Like it's already better than the men's basketball game, and it's just the beginning of this. I feel like it's only going to get better, and more exciting. But I do like Paige, but fuck UConn. You feel me? So you know where I'm at with it. Also, I love how Juju talks about where she's from. She speaks
It's one
about
of the
it
coolest things about her.
with the way she speaks about it with a particular amount of love, and she doesn't give a fuck how you feel about it. You know what I mean? She, like I love how she moves. So yeah, I'm a big Juju fan.
They're not the favorite to win the title, I would assume at this point.
Yeah.
But if she can beat Paige and UConn, and then either Caitlin or Angel in the Final Four, and then undefeated South Carolina, that would be an all-time freshman year run of any player in either men's or women's.
In any sport.
In any sport.
I would go there. You feel me?
It would be unbelievable if she could beat that gauntlet to win the title her freshman year.
I'm going to tell you where Juju is so tough, bro. Even with my love for Angel and what she did last year, I think that's what my loyalty is.
Yeah, let's go.
I feel like Juju, I really want to see her do something truly special. You feel me? So yeah, I would even her versus Angel, I would lean Juju, man.
I do feel like this is actually the women's tournament is now fully supplanted the men's tournament, because this feels very similar to the men's tournament where there's all these players and storylines you're excited for. And then South Carolina is just going to win they're just going to win their last 2 games by 20 points probably. And I fuck with Dawes, so that's great. But like, it is you get excited for this shit on Monday, but like realistically, I feel like it's South Carolina's the odds-on favorite for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like
I mean, I was watching them today. Like, I think it's gonna be them. Like, bro, their second unit, like, they don't miss a step. Like, you know what I'm saying? They've got like their bench got a bunch of girls who could be starters on a lot of programs in the country. Man, they're just like so deep, so efficient. I do think, like, my mind says South Carolina's going to win all, but like I said, I'm pulling for Juju to pull off the impossible, bro.
The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbooks apps, is giving new customers a shot to turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets with any college basketball bet.
The men's tournament is a blast every year, but I'm hyped for the women's tourney too. Got to tap in to see Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and Juju Watkins. North Carolina listeners, don't forget DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in your state.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Jenkins. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code Jenkins. The crown is yours. We've all had a difficult time buying tickets. Lakers games are expensive, but I try and find games to take my son Vinny to. It's hard to find good deals, especially at the last minute.
You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Gametime is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you.
The Lakers have a ton of home games the remainder of the year. I like that in the Gametime app, they have last-minute tickets. You can see views from every seat.
Gametime is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. Their all-in pricing shows your total up front, so you know you're getting a great deal before you buy. They also have the Gametime guarantee, which means you'll always get the best price.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime.
Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code J&J for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code JANDJ for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. On the men's side, we did finally get our true folk hero to root for, which was NC State knocking off Duke behind the performance of the big boy grilling on the roof himself, DJ Burns Jr. Big country, big fella. What's the official?
Big snack.
He's incredible, bro. You can't you just watch all the highlights from that dude. You cannot help but immediately fall in love. I feel like he's a Jenkins Jonez type of a hooper, bro. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, look, I'm happy for NC State and their fans. You know, I lived in North Carolina for these 7 fucking years, and I think that's something that a lot of people who don't live in North Carolina don't realize is how huge of a following NC State has in North Carolina, right? Because there's no Wolfpack Nation necessarily like there is a Duke Nation or a UNC Nation where they've got like nationwide followings. But in Carolina, NC State is huge. Of course, it's the fucking biggest state school there. Of course, they have a huge following, right? So, you know that meme of those 3 dragons where 2 of them are looking ferocious and then the other one is looking goofy as hell, right? Like that is basically UNC, Duke, and NC State, right? That's the Raleigh-Durham, ACC basketball teams. And NC State has always been the goofy dragon, right? But they finally got their moment. And like I said, I'm happy for them, bro.
I love a hooper whose measurables don't match up to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just, like the Khalid Al-Amin, where like, ain't no fucking way you supposed to be you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to, take Duke down yourself. You feel me? So I love that. Also, did you see that video of them walking in?
Yeah.
Where they was playing that Boss Man song? Mm-hmm. And I want to we were talking about like rap and how it's not the same and shit, bro. That made me realize I'm old, G. Because I was like looking like that song is hard as fuck. When nigga was talking about riding the Bentayga, like I don't care, like I don't love my life, you feel me? I'm like, that's some shit you only love if you outside. There's inside and outside rap. I love inside rap now.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you was around during fight music, if you wasn't in the club jumping around by the fight, it don't feel the same. I'm not listening to fight music now, but I have a particular love for it. And I feel like there's inside and outside rap, and I don't really. There's a whole side, a genre of rap that I don't really fuck with. That's why I don't really, because I'm inside now. So it made me realize I'm old, though, because that song went hard. I'm like, damn, nigga. Like, if I was out here in these streets, speeding and shit instead of slow lane shorty with 2 hands on the motherfucking wheel, I probably love the fuck out that song. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, it made me realize I'm old watching that shit. But I love that dude, man. I hope NC State wins it. Fuck it. I know UConn's supposed to be the ones, but fuck it, man. I see a big fella do his thing, and then, you know, seeing that big country shit, you feel me? I want them to go ahead and win it all.
Anything else anyone wants to say about NC State, Purdue, UConn, Alabama on the men's basketball? It just feels like UConn's just going to continue to beat everyone like with a running clock. It's what it feels like to me.
Bro, UConn probably is going to win it all. UConn is one of those teams where it's like, bro, who the fuck won it last year? And it'll rack your brain. They'll be like, oh, UConn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they get those type of championships where it doesn't really seem memorable, but they still run that shit up. You know,
because they beat
mean?
the shit out of everyone. Like, that's what you remember from March championships is like big moments or overtime wins or buzzer beaters or whatever. Like, I believe they'll be the first back-to-back national champion since Florida, and I think like 07 to 08. That's a huge accomplishment, but it is like, I haven't watched the second half of any of their games because this shit's over. Like, I don't know. We do remember the drama. I feel like, especially with college sports, more than like if they were an NBA team, yeah, you'd be like, oh, they're really stamping their legacy. But that's not how college sports is, bro. I don't know.
Bro, a 30-0 run is insane. I was in a bar watching the USC women's game, and I was just like sort of half paying attention to the UConn game. I was like, oh, 23-23. That's surprising. Illinois is keeping it a game. I'm just watching the USC game. 5 minutes later, I turn around. It's 53-23. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
UConn, bro. Like there was such a wide open space, you know, especially after like the Big East kind of fell off, where it was like, bro, there's really no prominent Northeast program, and UConn, you know, emerged as that. And when you got a monopoly on fucking New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania hoopers, like you're gonna do all right for yourself, man.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk some NBA. We're going to be turning our attention the next couple of weeks to the NBA playoff chase. Get ready. We'll have a lot of fun stuff planned for the playoffs that we'll talk to you guys about soon, right after we figured all that right after we figured it out. But very excited for the NBA playoffs just around the corner. But we're not going to really get a chance to talk about this dude at that time, and I feel like the time to talk about him is at this time. Let me just read you the stat lines for Victor Wembanyama's last 2 games. 32 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 4 steals. 40 points, 20 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block, 2 steals. It's time to have a conversation, bro. This motherfucker is not promising. He is not a promising young dude at this point. The promise has been kept. Like, this is the end of his first year. And he's doing shit like that. Like, at that 40-point game was against a team that is desperate for wins in a playoff hunt with all-time greats on their roster, too. You know what I mean? But, like, 40 and 20? And then he's going to have a quadruple double or some weird shit. He's going to be one of those dudes with these weird fucking stats we've never seen. But you just watch the games, the photos that come out of the games of him standing over Brunson as Brunson's trying to get to the rim, and it literally looks like if you came over and watched me play basketball with Vinny, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally looks like that. He's a foot taller than this dude. Like, I just don't think we've ever seen anything like it. We knew this coming in, that he had the potential to be this great, but you just don't know with injuries, with the style of play, the physicality of the NBA. And at this point, he's averaging 22 and 12 in March of his rookie year. So you don't even have the like, oh, he's breaking down at the end of the year of his first year, which happens with a lot of players. Like, what's the ceiling and how ludicrous are we prepared to be about Wemby, Tyler?
No, bro, he could be the one. Like I don't even think that's hyperbole. I don't think that is like, you know, over exaggerating shit. I think he has the potential to be the greatest basketball player we've ever seen. And I'm not someone who throws that shit around, that GOAT watch shit, right? Like, in my lifetime, guys who are like, okay, this guy could possibly be the best player ever. It's just been LeBron and Wemby, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's just been those who are like, okay, when they're done, they might be the best ever. And even with LeBron, it was a bit of a slow burn. I wasn't necessarily thinking that his rookie year. I thought he had an incredible rookie year, but I didn't get like fully convinced that he could possibly be like the greatest ever until I want to say like shit around 2009, 2010ish or so. You know what I'm saying? Like right around there was when I was like, okay, this guy has all the tools, you know, just get him in the right spot, get him some help, and he can make a run at GOAT. I did not have these thoughts that I have about Wemby that I have for LeBron during his rookie season. But yeah, like you said, bro, he's averaging like this season, he's averaging like 21, 11, 4 assists, 4 blocks. Like, bro, on like 29 minutes, this is going to be the worst version of Wemby that we're going to see. It's only going to get better, right? Like, this is a dude who I think at his peak, he's going to give us like 27 a game, like 27, 12, 5 assists, probably 5 blocks, going to, join that MJ Hakeem Giannis club where he's probably an MVP and a defensive player of the year in the same year and shit. Like, the sky is the limit for this kid, man.
You don't think he's a 30-point per game player at his peak?
Possibly.
You don't see it? I mean, it's in a league where we talked about the guy who'll be going up against, as we see now, is Chet, who's a great basketball player, right? And you pointed out in the group chat, great rookie year. You feel me? But like the gap between Wemby and Chet is fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is he going to run it up in a league where the second best player is Chet? You feel me? That's his arch nemesis or his biggest rival. You know what I mean? I could definitely see him running 30 a game, but greatest, that's crazy. But I mean, you can't look at those numbers and not at least think that.
And
you can't look at what he does and not at least think it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like bro, when he first popped on, I think a lot of our radars when we saw him practicing with Gobert one-on-one. And it was like, cooking. He was like a 17-year-old kid out there, he was like 7'2" back then, moving like a fucking 2-guard and just busting Gobert ass on those one-on-ones. We were like, who the fuck is this kid?
And right? Gobert was laughing. Remember, he was like kind of like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, this ain't, I'm scared. You laughing, I'm frightened, nigga. This don't make no sense.
This don't make no motherfucking sense. But yeah, listen, bro, like I said, I've never seen anyone like him. None of us have ever seen anything like him. And I think he's got the potential. When it's all said and done, man, we'll see.
He's a 20-year-old rookie on a bad basketball team who is averaging, you said, 21 points a game. He's 32nd in the league in scoring. He's 12th in the league in rebounding, and he leads the league in blocks. He's 20 years old on a bad basketball team.
And he plays 29 minutes a game.
And he's playing 30 minutes a fucking game.
Bro, just get him to 37. How many blocks a game is he averaging in year 4 at 38 minutes a game? 6.5?
And he's 65 games.
Points at 29 minutes is insane, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think like, I would want to break down like a lot of these rookies who had like great rookie seasons. Like, how many minutes were they playing compared to how many minutes he's playing? 29 minutes is nothing for a player of his caliber. For a player who, you know what I'm saying, Draymond says top 20 in the league. You feel me? 29 minutes is nothing.
And that's my question to y'all, bro. I mean, it's if you're an NBA GM and you get the chance to trade for Wemby right now, how many players in the league don't get moved for Wemby? A dozen at the most?
And that's only because those teams think they can win a championship right now.
Right. If you're thinking about the future, we get down to what? Maybe
I looked it up because I was curious who leads the league history in blocks per game. It's Mark Eaton at 3.5 per game. Victor Wembanyama is averaging 3.4 in 30 minutes a game as a rookie.
He's different, bro.
That's fucking nuts, bro. Now the fact that it's you just said it's Mark Eaton, like that tells you like, yes, that's not going to be what determines whether he ends up there on Mount Rushmore or whatever or not. It's going to be the offense, and everything else, but it's not a bad starting point for a 20-year-old, bro. And the durability, 65 games, 30 minutes a game, like you said, like that to me is honestly almost the most important stat that we just talked about. Because if he can be on the court enough to develop, we don't even have an idea of what he's capable of developing into. That's the crazy part, bro.
The fact that this man just had 40 and 20 and we're saying developing.
Right? Like,
what? That doesn't make sense. My brain, I can't put that together. It's insane.
It's so crazy. And Mike is completely right about him not being promising anymore. He's already this good, right? But there's not a single example in NBA history of players not getting better once they're in the league. Like he is going. There is no like, oh, if he gets better, he's going to get better.
No, he's a half decade away from being within smelling distance of his physical prime.
Right. I mean, 27 is usually like the peak. 27, 28.
That 20, 27 to 32, right?
Are you kidding me? Frightening.
Yeah, this shit, I don't know, bro.
In a league where Chet has to get in front of him.
Nothing could have been. Nothing could have worked out better.
I'm not shitting on Chet. Chet is a great
nothing could have worked out better for Wemby than people pairing him up with Chet Holmgren, bro. Like, like he's gonna be paired up with some different dudes within a year or two, bro. You know what I mean? We're gonna be talking about Wemby and Jokic or Wemby. You know, it's like all due respect to Chet Holmgren, the Thunder have been such a fun team to watch this year. But like,
he's like Tyler pointed out, great fucking rookie season, special. You know what I mean? But
for sure, his second year
Christ,
in the NBA,
bro.
he's definitely looking good. But his
Somebody's-
first year in the NBA, he wasn't on the court because he was
Chet-
fucking injured, bro. Like
Chet is a fucking unanimous rookie of the year any other year. You know what I'm saying? So he's a baller too, but Wemby is different, bro.
There's a difference between like special and what the fuck is that?
Mhm.
And there's a big ass gap. You know what I mean? We've seen special. Nobody's seen what the fuck is that. There's a reason we say that. You know what I mean? Crazy.
and I love the personality. Tyler's talked about this on Twitter, but a great answer to even bullshit questions. He takes the ball after how many points did Brunson score? He scored like 60.
61.
60. Took the ball and threw it in the fucking stands. Go get your fucking game ball with your 60 points. You know what I mean?
Bro, he says all the right things, and it's not like he's trying to say the right things. You can see that it's genuinely him. Like when they asked him, about how the defense he was playing this season, if he thought that he would, win Defensive Player of the Year, and he's well aware that a team with the record that his team has, he's not going to win Defensive Player of the Year, right? Very self-aware kid. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to get it this year. He was like, Rudy's going to get one, but that's going to be it for Rudy. He was like, Rudy better, count it up because those days are over. I'm coming, right? Like, and it was so genuine from him, bro. Like, it wasn't even like he was trying to go for the sound bite or whatever. It was like that was exactly how he really felt. He was like, yeah, my squad is shitty. I'm not going to win Defensive Player of the Year with this shitty record, but I'm coming, bro.
He talks about basketball with the same seriousness an astrophysicist talks about their job. You know what I mean? Where it's like, he means it's very important to him. You feel me? In a particular way where a young guy it generally isn't. So bro, like whatever he plans on doing, he's going to do. And he said it and he meant that shit. And we all know it. You feel me? So,
bro, like that shit when they asked him, during the All-Star weekend when him and fucking Ant were on the same challenge team and, Ant fucked it off with that left-hand bullshit. And a reporter asked him later on that weekend, how do you feel about Ant's antics? And he was like, yeah, some guys come here to have fun. And then he takes a pause and he's just like, he thinks for a second and he looks back at the reporter and he goes, winning is fun to me though. And just like walks off, like cold-blooded.
He plays basketball, but he ain't here to play, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit ain't sweet to him. He takes it very seriously.
Yeah.
This is a job. You know what I mean? It's something he wants to be great at, and he's not playing about it. And I love that.
You saw the NBA find him for throwing the ball after the Knicks game into the crowd.
Oh, well, charges the game.
Everyone at the NBA who had a hand in that was grinning from ear to ear as they did it. You know what I mean? Like, do it every time.
We'll get you back on the back end. Don't even worry about it. This is optics, baby. You know what I mean? We appreciate it, though.
For sure. That's your parent punishing you because they have to punish your younger sibling, and you technically did the same thing, even though they know you don't really deserve the punishment, but they got to save face. So they give you that little, like, it's all good. You can bring some ice cream into your room or whatever.
It's you getting in a fight at school and your mom asking you.
Your mom agreeing with your reasoning.
Who won? You know what I mean? You feel me? Oh, you shouldn't have did that. We gonna get ice cream when we get in the car, though. You nigga, you know what I'm saying? You don't even like you been in a fight. That's the type of shit it was. You feel me?
We talked about when I got called in for. I don't think we talked about it. I can't talk about it on the pod. We talked about it. The four of us though. Vinny got called in, and I just went in and was like, what do you want me to say to him?
Sounds about right to me, brother. Like, I mean, the math is mathing, G. You feel me? I don't know what you want me to do. I might have done the same as a grown man. Nigga, what you mean?
I'm not going to take him home and tell him not to do it.
Not to do it. You want me to go give him a high five? You might want to keep him away from me. To the end of the day, let me settle down. I'm excited, nigga. Yeah. We going to the Sizzler. You feel me? Like, the fuck? Fuck you, man.
Here's my wife's cell phone number. Better luck, with With the second phone call, I guess. Right. All right.
Called the wrong parent.
Let's talk about Cowboy Carter, new Beyonce album, 27 tracks dropped, and has had the world paralyzed while they're running through it. Tyler, I know you've had time to digest it. And I know Renaissance was like one of your favorite albums ever.
Oh yeah.
So how do you feel about Cowboy Carter?
I like it. I don't love it as much as Renaissance. And I know it's two different fucking albums. I know it's a complete left turn from Renaissance. I get the whole theme she's going for here with this anthology series where every album is going to be a huge left turn, right? But I feel like you can't help but compare because although they are going to be left turns with every drop, it is the same type of theme where she is kind of reclaiming certain genres, right?
And it's part of one big project, right?
Right,
Renaissance is
yeah.
Act 1, this is Act 2.
Yeah, and then there's going to be an Act 3. It's probably going to be a rock album. That's what we're leaning toward. Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I'll say that it didn't blow me away the way Renaissance did. Like Renaissance just fucking, bro, it was like slapper after slapper after slapper. With this, it's more of a slow build. I feel like the album for me didn't really pick up until Bodyguard, which is like track 8. Like we got it.
Bodyguard is
like,
so good.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. I feel like that's when the album really kind of kicks into another gear. This album alone feels like it has like 3 or 4 different acts in it, right? I love Bodyguard. I feel like that's when the album kicked off for me. Spaghetti is fucking crazy too. Like Spaghetti to me feels like a Beyonce song, not a Beyonce, on her country shit. It feels like Beyonce doing Beyonce. You know what I mean? It feels like some shit that could have been on Renaissance. Spaghetti goes crazy. She did a cover of Jolene by Dolly Parton. I'm really not.
It wasn't for me, bro.
Yeah.
That wasn't for me.
Here's the thing. I feel like because Beyonce put her own spin on Jolene, right? And we all know Dolly's whole shit on Jolene was like, oh, please don't take my man. You fine as hell, girl. I can't fuck with you, right? Like that was the angle she was at. And Beyonce comes with a whole different angle, like where she's like, girl, stay the fuck away from my man before I beat your ass. Like that's the angle she goes on, which is true to her. It's true to her because who is Beyonce gonna look at? Like, girl, I ain't got shit on you. It's Beyonce, right? Right,
it was Dolly Parton too, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Dolly Parton too.
Yeah, that would be dishonest, music coming from Beyonce if she went with the original spirit of Jolene. But I think that's what makes the original Jolene so unique. So it's a very singular song. You don't hear that angle explored a lot in music, where it's like, it's not a song where Dolly's like, I got a cheating man, but I'ma still love him. Please, girl, just let me have. It's not that. We hear that a lot in songs, right? Mm-hmm. And Jolene, Dolly Parton is like, girl, you are a goddess, and you can have my man if you want to. Please, just spare us mere mortals, right? Yeah. Like that's what she's on. From everything in the song, it sounds like they're in a really good spot, but it poses that one question that, as good as your relationship is, there could be that one person. Just that one person who could come along who you don't have shit on, who you're not better looking than, you're not more successful than, you're not as charming as them. They could come along and they could take your part. You know what I'm saying? It plays into that where Dolly, gave us a very unique sense of vulnerability on that song, where she was like, I don't have shit on you and I'm really at your mercy. Please leave my man alone. And Beyonce, like I said, Beyonce couldn't do that. That's not. Because like I said, who is Beyonce going to look at like that? So she went the whole angle of I'll beat your ass if you fuck with my man. And I feel like we've heard that so many times in music though. So, but yeah. But other than that,
I share your feelings about that. And I was kind of bummed out just because I love the original, and I've loved a couple different covers of it as well. But it is, like you said, it's so unique. And I felt like while it was maybe more true to Beyonce to do her version of it, it was definitely like,
yeah, I feel like
it's not as unique. You know what I mean?
Right. It strips the original of what made it so singular, it feels like. But also I do love the way the album closes, right? Like it closes very strongly to me. Like Desert Eagle, Two Hands to Heaven, River Dance, like near the end of the album, it feels like Beyonce is doing Beyonce music again, like I mentioned, right? Like for a lot of the album, feels like Beyonce is stepping into the country arena, not at all saying like she's opposing nothing. The girl is from Texas, she's country as fuck, right? But it feels like she's kind of like stepping into into the country arena on a lot of the songs. But near the end, it for sure feels like Beyonce found her groove as Beyonce. So I think that it closes great. Like I said, it feels like it's about 3 or 4 different acts on the album, and the closing feels like a whole different act too. And that's probably like my favorite run of songs on the album.
Yeah is one of my top. It's hard for me to be like, I'm trying not to like over index on like its recency bias, but I'm like, is that a top 5 Beyonce song for me ever? Yeah absolutely goes.
I cannot wait to see what she does with that like live when she goes on tour. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah,
I have so many female friends who are on Twitter doing Jolene at Beyonce, but about their bank accounts and Beyonce going on tour again, who are just like, please. We can't, like, please, you got to give us a year off. Like, I'm tapped out. Like, I'm begging you, please, not this year. It's like, she didn't drop the album to not tour this summer, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Get overseas like other folks are doing. Going for the low. Go overseas.
You want to hear a funny story about? So I tweeted about Yaya being great. That I don't tweet much anymore, but it compelled me to tweet about it. And I had what seems to be a fan of our show. I forget his name. Sorry, apologies. Who quote tweeted me and then like linked to another tweet from a music critic and the music critic's tweet was, "The whites are gonna go crazy for Yaya." And so our fan was like someone named like Jack or something, and he was like, "Hunter is a prophet," and I just replied, I was like, "Not white, my boy, but like it does bang." And he just replied, "Oh, sorry, no, I don't watch the YouTube enough." I was like, "No, it's not. I'm not like mad."
But let's get one thing clear, brother.
It was really funny.
We get one thing clear with you here right now, brother.
That's tough. It's always tough. Always tough to have to tell people. Like, hey,
it's all right.
I miss the I didn't know that's what Jackson looked like tweets. We need to introduce your face to a new part of the audience.
There'll still be more of them. I'm sure.
All right, let's wrap up with our Dookie Butt of the Week. I'm going to go first. Dookie Butt of the Week is all of society for having to put up with April 1st. It is not funny people pretending to be funny day. I feel about April Fool's Day the way that serious alcoholics feel about New Year's Eve and St. Patrick's Day. I just like avoid social media, avoid the worst jokes that you will hear for the entire year. The worst copywriter and PR person trying to do satire or comedy. Every year it's like, I don't know. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me, April 1st. So that's my Dookie Butt of the Week.
We look, bro. My nerves are way too bad for that April Fool's shit. We done been through way too much shit the last 5 or 6 or so years for you to be hopping out here on some bullshit, bro. Please be serious for once in your motherfucking life. No April Fool's shit, bro. Fuck April Fools, man.
Tyler, who's your Dookie Butt of the Week?
It's probably gonna be the motherfucking porn bots on Twitter, dog. Like I'm just so sick of the pussy in bios and nudes in bio. Like
you've had enough of the pussy.
I've had enough.
We really old, nigga.
I've had enough, bro.
Like I understand not being a fan of it, but we need to end this.
He's
you
right.
know what I mean?
He is
That's
right.
crazy. Oh, he is. He definitely is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he probably sees more of it being he's so popping and active on Twitter, but sheesh.
Yeah, nudes in bio like a motherfucker, bro. Like I'm sick of it, dog. I just like you can't tweet shit without a motherfucking nudes in bio, pussy in bio. Like goddamn.
They all through your shit?
Oh, every fucking tweet I get a reply at least one.
We posted, I mean, it's like running a local sports organization. Every time we tweet from the 562, bro, it's like, here's the high school track and field score, nudes in bio.
Oh, that's nasty.
You know what I mean? You're like, Long Beach State is going to hire Chris Acker as his next basketball coach. My pussy in bio. Like, all right, bro. Like, Twitter's supposed to feel like a conversation, and the conversation's making me very uncomfortable the last couple months, bro.
And you really can't do. You can't hide the replies because then you're just making the pussy and bio folder on your account, and you're just gonna hide all those shits, right? Like you just gotta sit back and just let pussy and bio just linger in your shit, dog. You are powerless in this situation.
It's nothing we can do, bro. Pussy and bio makes the world go round. I posted a clip of Vinny's baseball, and someone responded because it's the account's been deleted now. The other thing Shar pointed out to me is there's also like AI bots that do have the like pussy in bio accounts, but they're posting AI generated things to trigger you. And so someone, one of these replies came on my automated bot on my video of Vinny and was like, oh, like nice clip, but let's not forget about the players at the end of the bench. Like baseball is a team game. And I clicked on it. It's pure AI. Like it's a pure bot comment that just clearly anyone posting their kids' stuff just is replying to that. And then we had one on the 562 when we announced a basketball coach hire. And there were 3 of these bots replied with like, what about women in coaching jobs? Why aren't there more women getting basketball coaching opportunities?
But it's just a bot?
Yes, but it looks like a real tweet. And then when you click on it, it's a pussy in bio bot.
Oh,
No
wow.
Yes, bro.
That's
That's-
crazy.
It's like,
That's filthy. That is nasty, dog.
I went to reply. I mean, they got me on the 562 when I went to reply to it. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, that's an interesting.
Surprise.
Surprise.
titties.
Fucking
Poop style
pussy.
surprise titties in your eyes. God damn.
John,
Crazy.
your Dookie butt of the week.
Spectrum. Fucking Spectrum.
Oh no.
I have to talk to Mike to see what's going on with the Dodgers.
I'm
We've
giving
been
John
having
play-by-play like it's 1915, bro.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you might want to record it like a radio. You feel me? Send it to me. It's just crazy. I can't watch the fucking Dodgers games because I don't have cable. Like, who has cable? Like, I think like, they did what the Lakers do with the Dodgers, too. It's crazy. Yeah, I know you have cable. Yeah, but you're like one of what? That's not common in 2024. I'm going I'm going into MLB Reddit streams trying to watch the game.
Nice.
Like, how bro,
Welcome to my world.
you're going to make it hard. I mean, the
Reddit
Lakers-
streams are Jackson's generation's
Oh,
illegally
baby.
downloading music.
No, but I for NBA games, because of Spectrum, I always go to NBA Reddit streams. You know what I'm saying? Also, like, sometimes like you can't watch the game you want to watch on League Pass. So Reddit streams are just more reliable. NBA Reddit streams are more reliable. But MLB Reddit streams, like, this is what I have to do to watch baseball. The Lakers is one thing. People are going to find a way and will pay to watch the Lakers, right? But baseball shouldn't be hard to watch. You know what I'm saying? Being in the situation it is now. The Dodgers is different. That's not baseball. They have a fucking Otani.
But
and then
the
fucking LA
other thing
Dodgers,
that's
but-
fucked up about that, and this is a real like thing that leagues need to address, is because of their TV rights deals. If you don't get the Spectrum channel, it's impossible for you in Southern California. If you buy the MLB package at the highest price, you're
It'll
blacked
still
out of
block it out,
Dodgers
right?
games
You're
because
blacked
you
out.
don't have Spectrum.
Same thing with Lakers.
Right.
Same
You
thing
know,
with
the
Lakers
League
and
Pass?
Clippers.
Yeah.
It's just it's crazy. So like, nigga, it's nasty. But like, this is what I have to do to watch baseball. Like, come on, G. So like, fuck Spectrum and all this shit, bro. I mean, I know they probably get hella money off, and they probably dropped the bag for these teams. I get what they did monetarily, but for me,
But
The
you
little
should
man,
be able
you
to
know what I mean?
watch. If you live in LA, you should be
It's-
able to watch the Dodgers.
bro, if
That
I
does
have
not feel like a
some type of
complicated one.
television package, I should
Yeah.
be able to watch it, right?
Well, when we were growing up,
Pay
I
$80 for YouTube TV, bro.
I mean, I could watch Lakers games when we were growing up without cable because they were on KCAL 9. It was on
Right.
broadcast television. Like, you know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
I was watching fucking Chicago Bulls games. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we all had WGN or whatever. so that's why
WGN,
we
bro.
were
You
watching
know what I
Cubs
mean? Like-
games. Yeah, exactly.
because they were the biggest thing going. Like, how can you not watch? It's just crazy. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Atlanta Braves, the entire South is a fan because you can watch Braves games regardless of what your package is.
This is the modern economy, though, and it's what's so fucked up that it's like you're a baseball fan or a could-be baseball fan.
Like,
It
I'm
could
trying
be.
to get back into. I want
Like,
to. Like,
yes,
I'm
you're the
excited. I
target
want-
audience too. Like the Dodgers,
Bro.
that's like Mookie Betts wears the "We need more black people in the stadium" shirt to games. Like,
yeah, shout out to
you're
Bricks
the-
and Woods.
right?
You know
Like,
what I mean? That's the
like
brand that made
you
it.
are who they're trying to talk to, and it's like I have money. I'm trying to give you money in exchange for a good or service, and they're like,
No, we don't need you.
there's no way to do
We
it
got
on
this
YouTube
big bag
TV.
over here, brother. You know,
Right.
keep your little chump change. Damn.
It's crazy though. It's
But also we
it's
talked about,
really
like,
filthy.
And dude, the game has changed so much. We were talking about like power hitters being up front. Like I was like, I haven't watched the game. That's how long it's been since I watched the game.
Yeah.
We're like, the leadoff hitter was a guy that just kind of put his bat out there and used his speed to get to the.
I have been
you know what I'm
watching
saying?
John.
He's
through
going
20
yards.
years
you know?
of baseball analytics advancement. Yes.
Yes, I'm trying to learn. I'm like, oh
Yes.
shit, this is exciting. You know, the game has changed. I'm gonna tap in
Yeah.
a while. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Unfortunate.
100%. Very, very unfortunate. Jackson, your Dookie Butt of the week.
My Dookie Bit of the week is like Fox News, which has sort of probably been a repeat offender in my Dookie Bit of the week. Not just Fox News, but sort of that sect of Republicans. I don't want to say all Republicans. I'm not trying to put a blanket statement on anyone.
Oh,
but today, as we're recording this, is March 31st. March 31st.
Nah, fuck them.
I'm not going to say it. It's about
Jackson,
moving the
Republicans buy snitches
conversation
too. They like,
forward.
they listen to podcasts.
In this specific instance, it's about moving the conversation forward. Normally, I would be fine to agree with you. As we're recording this, it's March 31st, which is Trans Visibility Day. And Trump and Fox News and all these people are so mad. They're furious at the trans community because Trans Visibility Day falls on Easter, coincidentally. This is the first time that's happened in 11 years that this has fallen on, Easter has fallen on March 31st. It doesn't it's not the same day every year. Trans Visibility Day is the same day every year and has existed for 15 years. So all these fucking bigots can relax about Easter. Just worry about yourself. Trans people aren't telling Christians to not celebrate Easter. Just worry about yourself. Leave the trans people alone. All they want to do is live. All they want to do is exist. They're not bothering anybody. They're not forcing your kids to be trans. They just want to exist and not be persecuted. That's it.
What's crazy about people doing this for Easter? Who do you think Jesus will be fucking with if you read anything in the Bible?
It's
Bro, not the Pharisees, not y'all asses niggas. He be in the streets, you feel me, with the people that needed him. So that's what's wild to me is that if you use this, something you probably have never read, because you would know where Jesus would lie in this, in this disagreement or argument or debate. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it. You feel me? So, I mean, at least we've read it in the Bible. If you have read it, it's crazy.
I unfortunately was aware of this because I have a number of friends, including quite a few black friends, who were quote tweeting Joe Biden's Transgender Day of Visibility tweet, which has 4,000 quote tweets compared to the 900 quote tweets of his Happy Easter message, with people saying this is disrespectful to Christians. This is an attack on the Christian faith, all this other stuff. And that is, unfortunately, a cross racial and political agenda. Because I have, like, black liberal friends who are posting this shit, bro. Like, it is...
it makes me so mad.
Look,
yes.
I feel like that's just a perfect example of how religion is, like, weaponized for bigotry. And a lot of the people who weaponize religion for bigotry don't know shit about religion. Because how do you not know how Easter is decided if you're going to be up in this much of an uproar about it? Easter falls. The reason why Easter moves around the whole fucking calendar is because it happens the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox, right? So the moment where there's more daylight than nighttime, and then when we get a full moon after that, the Sunday after that is Easter, right? So that's basically how Easter is decided. These motherfuckers just do not know that, it seems, but they're still being outraged about the shit.
I'll give you one somewhat sign for hope, Jackson. We have a white football coach in Long Beach who's he's like a QAnon guy. He's very conservative, very red pill media. And he was like going nuts on Twitter about this shit this morning. And a player on his team, a black player on his team, who's, for all I know, I don't have no idea his stance on any LGBTQ rights, but replied and was like, Coach, it's March 31st every year. It just happens to be Easter. And the coach apologized and was like, "Oh, I watched this segment and they said that the president was posting this as an attack on Christianity." But people hear that shit and they believe it. And
Hopefully the kids save us like they saved that silly motherfucker.
Here was one instance of, instead, what I do obviously when I see that shit is to keep scrolling and snort and go, Jesus Christ, we have no fucking hope. This kid was like, "Hey, coach, let me educate you on what happened here." and it actually worked. I was very respectful about it, for sure.
That's great. I'm down for positive change. I just get mad.
Oh, you're correct to get mad. It's like, what does it have to do with each other? And again, but this is the issue with social media running all of our discourse in this country, is that the algorithms for those companies are juiced to produce negative feelings. Like, if you want more visibility for Easter, which it's pretty visible, as someone who was raised in a non-religious household, I would say Easter was quite visible to me throughout my life. Then go quote tweet the president's Easter tweet. You know what I mean? And be like, "Oh yes, Easter content. That's what I am trying to put out there. He's risen, etc." Not, oh, he's posting this because it's an attack. And it's like, you didn't even go look to see he posted like 4 fucking things about Easter already, bro. Like,
People aren't built that way though, bro.
Yeah. Well, shit, I told y'all my favorite Easter story. They do sunrise service for Easter, right? Where you're waking up at fucking 6 a.m. to go to church and shit. And I told y'all we did that shit one morning. My mom came and woke me and my brother up. And my brother woke up and said, "Man, what the fuck is wrong with Jesus?" And long story short, my brother is Muslim now. He's not even Christian anymore now. So yeah, I think that was his breaking point that day right there, bro.
Hey, is your brother as funny as you?
Not intentionally, I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah. Not intentionally. But,
what a great
yeah.
little
But
brother.
he'll say
picture.
some shit that just
yeah, he will say some shit that's funny as fuck.
That's like my brother, too.
but he was dead serious when he
Yeah,
said,
was
"What
dead
the
serious.
fuck
That
wrong
shit came
with
from
you?"
his soul.
He
Bro.
was, "What the fuck wrong with this?"
Listen, whatever you say when you first get out of bed, that is your soul speaking, bro. That shit has been
Yeah,
weighing
even
on
awake.
you.
Brain is barely operated.
Right? That is your soul putting out a press statement. So yeah, that shit was wearing on him, bro.
But what's crazy? The first thing he says on Easter Sunday is, "What the fuck is wrong with Jesus?" It's crazy. Bro, that's a real nigga statement like a motherfucker. He stood tall on the most Jesus day of the year, nigga. Said,
The most
"What the fuck wrong
Jesus-iest
with
day.
you,
He
man?
was like, "Bro, what is your fucking problem,
What
man?"
the fuck wrong with you, my nigga?" Like, damn, what's wrong with Jesus?
Bro, sunrise service. Hey, I'm just
How
glad
old
I
were you?
escaped that. I was like 13. So he was like
Bro.
15. Yeah.
How long did you laugh, nigga? I would have laughed for like 3 years.
Yeah, he had to swallow that one. I bet you had to swallow that laugh, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, he said it in front of your mama?
Nah, she
I'm
left.
gonna
He just
say,
mumbled
yo,
that shit.
okay.
Nah.
I'm gonna say, okay.
Mama might have blown that motherfucking house down if she heard her little baby boy say that. Like, she might have had an exorcism done on my dude, bro. Like,
Bro. Shit. Oh, shit, nigga.
All right.
Ooh.
That's all the time we got. That's so funny.
That is so funny. Okay.
We'll be back on Thursday with our next regular episode, and then on Friday or Saturday we'll have a very special interview that you'll want to catch for sure. So look forward to that, and we will talk to y'all then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.